Hey everybody, welcome along YouTube, friends and family, followers, welcome back. We're down here in my garage today. I'm not feeling all that well, not 100%, so I'm not going to go out and do anything in the forest today. Pulled out my shave horse and a couple of my draw knives and my old school tools and things like that. I've got a little project that I've been putting off for a few weeks. Went out and bought this Greenwood Bahco blade. What we're going to do here with this today is I'm going to take you through the process using the shave horse, and we're going to make ourselves a little buck saw today, the old school way. We're going to do a mortise and tenon joint in there, and then we're going to do a windlass style crank to get it all pulled nice and tight. Stick with us guys, we're going to get this put together for you. Now that the shave horse is all banged back together and all the pins and pegs are in nice and tight, what we're going to do is we're going to find the two nicest straightest sections out of this little Mahoi plant that I have cut down here. Nice straight section down here. Be sure to spin it around, look at it from all the angles, all the sides. So we're going to go with one section from here to here. It's quite nice. It's real nice and straight this way. I'll give it a quarter roll that way though. Got quite a bow off to the right. So it's going to be real important that we keep the belly here, that part of that bow, on the inside of the buck saw. That way whenever we cut our slat down the bottom here to put our blade up into, and we tension from the top this way across the other one, that it's not crooked, it doesn't pull off sideways and start torquing and twisting, bending and breaking the blade of the saw. It's the same length. That's it. Now we've found our two lengths, what we're going to do is we're just going to stick them into our shave horse, we're going to clamp them down, we're going to use the draw knife to clean them up, get rid of any big irregularities, we're going to take all the bark off of all sides of this, get it smoothed down, and we're going to get it as straight as possible. Okay. Coming up nice, getting it straighten it out. The next piece that we need, the third piece of wood, is going to go between the two uprights. We want it to be also nice and straight, and we want it to be about the same length as the blade that we're going to be putting in, center to center. Alright, there's that piece because it's cut off. It's the same length as our blade. Just gave it an extra ½ inch on the end here just so we have something to play with. It's reasonably straight, and it's dry, so it's already quite solid. It's good. It's a little bit skinny for my liking, but it is the top of that other bit of wood, so I'm just going to use it because that's what I have, and I don't want to go cut another thing down. We're just going to clean this up, take all the bark off. We're going to leave it as thick as we possibly can. I'm going to take a lot of stock off. Just going to clean it up. Okay guys, so what we got here is the basic setup, the basic layout of our saw and the three components, the two uprights that we removed a lot of stock from, and we did our best to straighten them out in the center bar. Now, we did our best to make these as straight as possible, but we can't work miracles. There is a bend in the wood. So the reason they're laying on the floor like this is I want to give them a roll around, kind of like you do with a pool cue winner. Now I know that these are not straight because I can see them wobble, but what I can do is I can lay them down in such a way and let them rest out like that, that the curve is basically pointing in at the top as opposed to pointing out away from the center line of the blade. Okay, so we're just going to roll them around like a pool cue here. Find where the little bend is. Okay, the bend is going there. So we're going to put it this way. Bend is facing in. Same deal with this here. So I'm just going to come in here with a pencil now. And I'm going to go parallel to the ground. I'm going to find out what's the halfway here. Up this stick, and then clamp it down against the ground. And I'm just going to go back and forth here. And I'm going to draw a line very gently across the bottom, parallel to the concrete, so I'm staying in line with the blade. I'm going to do my very, very best to cut straight down that line. I think I might opt for a slightly heavier cutting blade at this point. So I'm going to have to do it with my Bahco, my little Laplander. It's also the saw I am most likely to have with me in the woods. But no matter. It's going to go like this. And that one's gonna go like this. Somewhere around the midpoint here. We've got to flatten off 2 spots. And we're going to come in here and here with our saw as well. We're going to take a notch out of that, get the chisel out, make a little. Just clean up the other sides here. Check in here. This is the chisel that I used to carve my notch out. And I can see that I need to take a little bit off. A little bit uneven now. That's better. Yeah, that's almost right. Boom, just like that. Now make sure this is all lined up properly. Slot for the saw blade down below. Made some of my notches a little bit crooked because my saw is twisted. Cool. That's pretty darn close. So 2 key rings. There they are. Those are going to be in the place of nails. I'm not going to drill holes through here and put nails through those. I'm going to put a little key ring onto each one of these. A ring over here, a ring over there. Also makes a nice easy way to hang it up. Just like that, just like that. Now it's just time to attach the windlass, which is just like a loop. It's going to be basically a double fisherman's knot on itself, like a Prusik loop. A quick little double fisherman there. There we go. And get rid of the stray ends. There we go, that over there. That over there. So now it's as simple as this. We're just going to stick the old little piece of wood here in between the 2 strings. Start twisting it up. It'll start to hold itself eventually. There we go. And twist. It's a little bit crooked. There it is. Mortise and tenon joints on each end over here. This is the windlass style tensioning device. We've got a 24-inch Bahco blade down the bottom here. Each end of the Bahco blade is held with a key ring. This way, I don't have to worry about losing my little nails. Don't have to drill any holes in my uprights. And I can also attach a string to each end of that and a little T-handle, and I can make that blade work as a 2-man saw, pulling back and forth. So bigger cutting jobs are for saving energy or spreading the workload. It's not perfectly lined up. It is a little bit twisted. Back one here, slightly out to the right more, and then going over to the left on the top. This end here is a little bit unhappy. The joint that I made just kind of happened to come through where a knot is. Bit of poor planning on my effort there, really. But that's just shaved down here, notched halfway in so that it butts up against something solid. And then I use my chisel to cut out the little hole here. Same thing on the other side here, so it just butts on in. Plus, this end is tapered down and comes through the backside, and then I've just cut it off flush with my knife here.